Hi, I'm Chef Katherine, coming to you from the Growing Chefs Ontario Classroom Kitchen, and I'm going to teach you how to make a treat today, cocoa brownies. I love this recipe because all of the ingredients that you need are likely in your cupboard already. It also requires just a little bit of flour. I only use a half cup. So if you're making this for a gluten-free friend, you could easily substitute it for one-to-one gluten-free flour. If you'd like to, you could also try using a different type of flour like rye flour or spelt flour to add in some whole grains. I've already preheated my oven to 350 degrees, so I'm just going to prepare my baking pan here. It's lined with parchment paper, and I'm going to give it a really good spray with some nonstick spray. I don't want any of my brownies sticking to the edge of this pan. I've set up a double boiler here, which is just a pot that is filled with a few inches of water. And what this is going to do is gently melt our ingredients. So I've put a heat-proof bowl on top of my pot, and I have a cloth here just in case I need to hold on. Some steam will likely escape from the edges and it'll be quite hot, so just be a little bit careful. Into this bowl, I'll tip my butter, which I've cubed up already. And I'm going to add all of my sugar, my cocoa powder, some vanilla, and a little pinch of salt here. So what this double boiler will do is just melt everything very gently. I want all the butter to be melted, and this mixture should be warm to the touch but not hot. That way it'll be warm enough for me to put the eggs in without cooking them. My batter has melted very nicely here. I can see that it's really dark brown and everything has come together. So I've turned off my heat and I'm just going to carefully lift up the bowl, making sure to hold it with my towel so that I don't get burned from the steam. So now I need to incorporate my eggs. I have 2 eggs here. This is just slightly warmer than room temperature, which is perfect. So it's not going to cook my eggs. I'm going to crack one in and make sure that each egg is fully incorporated before I add in the next one. Just stir it completely. This will make my batter a lot more shiny. Okay, great. Time for the second egg. One thing that I love about this recipe is that everything is just in one bowl, so it's really easy for cleanup. So when you stir, just make sure you scrape down all the sides to get the egg completely incorporated. Okay, beautiful. So we have a nice and shiny batter here. So I just need to add in my flour. I'm going to incorporate it very gently. I'm going to fold the flour in. So I'll sprinkle it in here. And I'm just going to kind of fold with my spatula and fold it over, stirring it very gently, just so that it's incorporated into here. You want to make sure that there's no more flour that's visible before you put it in your pan. Okay, so I'm going to put this into my parchment lined baking pan here. I'll just tip it in carefully. Make sure to scrape every last bit with your spatula. And I can just smooth it out a tiny bit. And then that's it. I'm going to pop this in the oven for about 20 minutes. If you had any extra chocolate or maybe some Smarties or something, you could crush them up and put them on top. But these are just so good on their own, I'm going to leave them as is. Our brownies are ready. They cooked for about 20 minutes in the oven. I just put a toothpick in them and it comes out nice and clean. So I've let them cool for about 10 minutes or so. And you can see by really spraying this pan well and just grabbing the edges of the parchment, it's really, really easy to lift it out of the pan, so that's nice. The edges are slightly darker and the center is just a little bit warm and soft still. That's just what we want. Everyone loves warm brownies. So I'm gonna cut into them. They're super fudgy and delicious. There you go. So you can just make it larger or smaller pieces. But there we go, cocoa brownies.